Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support. Since last week, the Kenya Aviation Workers Union, known as KAWU, K-A-W-U, has been announcing a strike. And this strike was to kick off officially tomorrow. And they were arguing that they are not impressed with the Adani deal, where the government of Kenya wants to lease the airport to a private investor for a period of 30 years for the new constructions. And after 30 years, the airport will be returned back to Kenya, but the private investor Adani will retain 18% of the total revenue collection. Why were the workers threatened by this move? We all know, and we have previously seen private deals how they work. Should Adani take over JKIA, Adani will decide who will be employed and who will be sacked. Because if they are taking over JKIA for 30 years, it means they are going to take control even on employment opportunities. They are the people who know who they are going to employ as workers to do the mujengos, the fundis, and the rest. Because they will do the management for 30 years, it means, again, they will fire and hire whoever they wish to. So the workers said they feel threatened, and they had issued a notice to begin a 7-day strike beginning tomorrow, the 19th of August 2024. But then an update has been made, and the Kenya Airports Authority, through a statement, they have assured today its customers and stakeholders that operations at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport could continue uninterrupted. This information is important because I have so many fans who are traveling. So it's good I give you this update. It's necessary for your plannings. We all know that Moses Ndiema had maintained that they are going to have a strike, but then that strike has since been postponed to a later date, and it's not going to happen tomorrow. In a statement, the authority indicated that the postponement was to pave way for the dialogue with the workers over the topic of leasing the BC airport to the India's Adani Airport Holdings Limited. According to KIA, the discussion will involve the Ministry of Roads and Transport, the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, the KIA management, and the union. I want to read their statement, and this is what it said. Further to the statement released on Friday, August the 16th, on the above stated subject, Kenya Airports Authority would like to inform the public and all its stakeholders that the 7-day strike notice announced on Monday, 12th August 2024 stands postponed. This was stated by the Kenya Aviation Workers Union, KAWU Secretary General Moses Ndiema, in his press statement that was dated 17th August 2024, where he noted that the 7-day strike notice is postponed to give the ongoing discussions between the Ministry of Roads and Transport, Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, KIA management, and the Kenya Aviation Workers Union time to reach on an amicable conclusion. Yesterday, the union made the announcement that it is postponing the strike for 2 weeks after they received an invitation by Labor and Transport CS. Ladies and gentlemen, they had a discussion, and we all know that the proposed 246 billion deal to lease the airport, which included the construction of a new passenger terminal and the refurbishment of existing facilities under a 30-year build, operate, transfer BOT contract. The workers were concerned that the deal, as indicated earlier, was going to render a number of them jobless. JKIA handles over 7 million passengers per year. 7 million passengers per year. 98,975 aircraft movements and 1.2 million tons capacity. So you can hear, ladies and gentlemen, that JKIA is not a walk in the park. According to this information, JKIA is a multi-billion project that is giving Kenya billions of shillings in return. But then up to now, Kenyans are still in the dark on the real particulars in the deal that was made between the government and the Adani Airports Holdings Limited. Mahali waliketi wakaongea, hakuna mtu anajua, because there was no public participation. Being a public property, nobody in the Republic of Kenya was engaged, maybe through a public participation. But then, what I know, and nataka niseme hii on the record, as much as the government is trying to play hide and seek to hoodwink the public, or maybe to avoid uproar, or maybe to avoid greetings, nataka niseme hivi bila fiche that yes, the Kenya Kwanza government is arguing that some infrastructure at the airport is outdated, imezeeka, and thus there is need for a new change. But let me ask you, hii airport mnatuambia to lease for 30 years was constructed using our own tax. The presidents who have been there wameona hiyo JKIA vile iko na ilijengwa, and it has been under renovation regularly through our taxes. What makes Kenya Kwanza believe that our very same taxes that build the airport cannot restructure that airport to fit the 2024 generation? Imagine people can allocate billions of shillings to renovate State House. People can allocate billions of shillings to renovate state lodges. But when it comes to an asset like JKIA, they want us to be convinced that it can only be renovated through a private investor. Why does this Kenya Kwanza government thinks that we are all stupid? Acha niwaambie wa Kenya, mupende msipende, kuna mtu anapewa kickback, na hiyo kickback ni pesa mingi. Na hii Kenya, unajua, wanasiasa wengi especially hawa Kenya Kwanza, as long as mfuko yao imeshiba, they don't worry, they don't care about the rest. They can even sell you as a Kenyan as long as their pocket is enough. They don't care. And that is the government we are leading. A good leader is he who defends his people. A good leader is he who defends his country. But hii ya Kenya kwanza, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, keep subscribing. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.